Hey guys, back and we are playing XDefiant. Finally getting around to doing a badass battle pass stream for season 2. I've been holding off on this one for a while because I've been grinding out me weapons and leveling them up and trying to push for max rank on as many weapons as I can. I did complete the battle pass a while ago, and plan for today is we're going to be showcasing the max reward from season 2's battle pass. It is tier 90, and it's a weapon skin, legendary one too, for the AK-47 assault rifle, the Nautilus. So that's the plan for today. That's what we're going to be doing, showcasing it a little bit, playing with it a little bit, and then calling it. Let's go ahead and check it out. So yeah, now just before, the one really nice thing about this one is it is actually a free reward. So you do not actually need to own the battle pass to earn this reward, but you do need to complete the battle pass. So this one's a freebie for everybody, provided you complete the battle pass before the season ends. So yeah, something a little extra about this max reward that other battle passes, don't do. So yeah, Nautilus, AK-47. This is what it looks like. Pretty nice looking skin. I actually kind of like the design and all that. And as mentioned, a freebie, provided you're able to complete the battle pass before the season ends. Yeah, let's go ahead and just rotate it around and take a closer look. Yeah, I had a lot of like double XP battle pass tokens. I still do. So I just used them every time I played. So getting through the battle pass wasn't too bad. And they have made improvements. So like battle pass progression is better than the preseason and all that, where it was a little slow. So if you have your concerns about slow progression as far as battle pass goes, I'd say it's much better than it used to be. And considering the fact that for me at least, there was a lot of double XP battle pass tokens, wasn't bad at all. And I can't stress enough the fact that it is a freebie. Venom's doing good? Is the new movie good? I haven't seen it yet. I'll wait till it comes onto a streaming site or something. That's good to hear that. I do enjoy the movies, so I'll be looking forward to it. So yeah, not a whole lot to the blueprint visually and all as far as like changes to attachments. Like I said, when you change attachments on this one, you maintain visuals very nicely. So you don't have to worry about anything. You can throw on any muzzle attachment, barrel, the front rail. Looks like maybe the PQ laser is showing up. That's about it. I'm actually surprised the PQ laser is even showing up, but I think that's a good attachment. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't look bad with it. I'm actually surprised because most of everything else isn't showing up. So cool, the laser comes. I guess it makes sense because it would need to have a position where the laser shows when you're in the game, right? Optics obviously do show up on the skin. So when you throw on an optic, there will be that on there. Again, magazine attachments don't affect visuals at all. Nor do rear grips. And fortunately, neither do the stocks. So yeah, no worries as far as messing with your weapon skin as far as attachments go. Obviously, optic will show up and clearly the laser will show up. Everything else does not affect the visual at all. So that's always a nice thing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Mike. I did try Elden Ring. I wasn't very good at it. Wasn't very good. I didn't give it much time though. I did try it a while ago when it came out. This is my build for the AK-47. So in case you're interested, I do plan on, I do need to make adjustments. I've still got the muzzle booster on there, which I know took a fat nerf. But at the moment, I don't really want to do any like build experimenting. So we'll just stick with the muzzle booster. We've got the reflex sight, quick mags, precision stock, and by mistake I ran past the quick draw grip. So yeah, those are the attachments I'm using on my build. That's what I'll use for playing with the weapon. This is the stats for the build in case you're interested. I know. I just personally didn't want to put the time into it, to be honest. And I'm gonna probably be like busy playing the new like Call of Duty when it comes out. I don't know if I'll ever get to Elden Ring and have the motivation to grind it out. But I do know that it is a good game. I used to watch a lot of streamers play it because I didn't enjoy watching people play it. All right, let's jump right in. I'm not doing this limited time mode. We'll start with TDM and hot shots, and then go from there. Yeah, I still enjoy watching like streamers play it. Like quite a few I used to keep watch of. Yeah, so hopefully we can get into some games. If it's taking too long to get into games like TDM and all that, we'll just put a hodgepodge of quick play and we'll take what we can get. But ideally, we'll play a few games in one of these Slayer modes like Hot Shots or TDM, and whichever that we get, and then we'll play some objective modes. But you know, all depending on how fast these lobbies fill up. Otherwise, I'll just put like the assortment of modes and we'll take what we can get as far as playing on. Pyro, what's up? Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I do want to do a bunch of like things in XDefiant today. Like yesterday, my net cut out and I was out all day. Cut the stream just in the outro, so it wasn't like a big deal that it ended there. So I'm not gonna redo that stream or anything. But yeah, hopefully internet stays true today, and I might do a couple, maybe even 3 streams of XDefiant if we can squeeze them all out. I was mentioning there's a lot of stuff to do, man. Okay, this is taking too long. Let's just put everything on there. I really don't want the 3v3 TDM. I heard it's pretty boring. What have you been up to, Pyro? Yeah, net ended up cutting out like yesterday, and it was out till like today morning. Fortunately, you know, I just used my hotspot on my phone and I ended up watching TV like for the rest of the day. Connected it to my like the streaming sites that I watch on my TV and just watch that. Yeah, nice. There's some new challenges for some rewards for this Halloween event. Small rewards, not hard challenges, but something better than nothing, I guess. Nice. Is this thing gonna... Is it already? A lot of people are saying tomorrow's launch is going to be the final nail in this game's coffin. How true is that going to be? We will find out. Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff that I want to do. Also, other than XDefiant, like I said, I need to. I do want to play a little bit of Halo to finish up the current operation. And if I could, I'd like to jump into Battlefield, but I don't know if either of those things are happening. It's gonna be low population for sure for the next few weeks, is my guess. Like, I think it's gonna be like doubly hard to get into games. And it might have already started, honestly. I don't know. There might be a recovery after some. Like, every game's gonna take a dip. Like, every shooter game's gonna take a dip with the launch of COD. Like, there's no doubt. Like, a lot of people will be trying it out at the very least. I think the more critical aspect of it is how long people will enjoy that and where they go after that, right? Whether like XDefiant will bring people that are not enjoying themselves, that'll be question mark. But there will be a very large chunk of people trying it out, COD at the very least. Jeez, like really, man? Come on, man. We'll just not bomb. Okay. Put anything. We'll go with anything. I'll take anything. Just put me in a game. Timestamps, if you want to skip to the gameplay, I guess. Although, I'm not going to put too many timestamps. I ended up getting this bundle. This looks like a cool skin. I got it only for this skin, honestly. I'm gonna be honest, dude. Like, this is just my personal opinion. I think they took too long with the quality of life things that they needed to fix on this game. I don't think it'll recover. Like, even if they fix the things, my thoughts are like, when people decide they're getting bored of like Black Ops, this is not the game they're going to be coming to try out. But I hope I'm wrong about that. Like, they took too long with the things they needed to fix. Like this matchmaking is horrendous. Like, there's nothing worse sitting in this lobby looking at this player found bullshit, just seeing people back out and back in and get out, and then game never starts. There's nothing worse than this. Thank you.
This operation's already underway. Get to work. I'll brief you on the go.
Oh, this is that 3v3 thing on me. It's like, this is nowhere near as chaotic as, like, what's it called? The normal game. I was like, what's going on? It's so slow. I do like the reload thing. Like, it gives a little steam output like thing when you reload. Oh, one of our teammates quit. Why would you quit? We were winning. Maybe he wasn't winning. Oi! I guess at least the game starts, man. You don't need to find the goddamn like 20 people to please start the game. That's good. Dude, did they buff that thing or something? He's gotten kills with it, like, where usually it just wouldn't even fucking do shit. I do like the blueprints in this game, man. Like when they do a good job. Like this is a nice one, dude. I really like the sound effect of, and like the way it reloads. I mean, the seasonal stuff I don't mind so much. Like, I don't mind them doing the 3-month seasons and stuff. Like, quality of lifestyle, like, I've talked to it, like, ad nauseum. Like, the problems this game, like, like, just getting into, like, lobbies and stuff like that. Like, we've talked about it more than enough that, like, you know, there's no point in, how many times can you repeat it and no one listens kind of thing. Yeah, thanks. I wonder what the reason behind this 3v3 TDM is. Like, I don't think it's like meant to be like Oh wow, cool! It's 3v3 TDM. Let's jump on, right? No one's gonna think like that, right? It's like what? That sounds stupid. I'm curious to know if this is more something to do with like them testing out like the network and stability issues and stuff like that. Like if this is more of like a test playlist for them to test certain aspects of the network or the game stability or something like that, right? But I mean, not that it would matter. I don't really care if it is a test thing. It's just like I'm curious if that's the reason behind it.
Shooting's already started. Go take the capture zone. Get there. Under assault. Capture zone contested. Capture zone changing location. Get there. Restricted threat. Capturing zone. Hostiles on the zone. Keep your tempo.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea
Wait to see how the
to do something like that. Yeah, it's okay, man. As long as they're getting me into a game, I don't care. Yeah, let's do. Let's continue with objective modes for the time being, and then we'll switch back to TDM. Yeah, it's looking like it's filling up now, at least. I don't know, something about like the first game, and it always takes a little time for the matchmaking to warm up, I guess, to find me lobbies. Hopefully that wasn't. Just fill it up, son. Come on. That'll make me eat my words and be like, no, this is just a normal problem. You just doesn't fill up the lobbies usually. I'll tell you one thing. That 3v3 experience, it just enforces the fact that, like, dude, you could just start the game now. Even if it's a 6 like player like lobby and it's 3v3 on an objective mode, is that so bad? At least the game starts up, right? So you can play it. Same with like 8v8 or like, I mean, 4v4, 5v5. Isn't that big a deal? No, just start the game. Sure, the game will play slow. It's kind of boring. So better than like sitting in this lobby waiting for these final 2 people, which will happen. But before that happens, we'll probably lose 10 people in the like process of waiting for it to start. You know, just forget it. We're just putting everything on. We can't control what we get. We just want to get in to get something good quick. Trying to like play objective mode specifically or TDM specifically. This is not happening. Just put me in anything, dude. Come on, please. Oh, this is another 6v6. I mean 3v3. Dude, if it's all 4 of us against the bottom 3, that'd be brutal. Like all 100 over, like It can't be that bad at matchmaking. It'll be funny, but that'll be brutal. Let's see. Yeah, they mixed it up a little bit. Freya, 16 ping. Right.
Team Deathmatch. The Phantom's favorite sport. 3, 2, 1. Take out the hostile force.
We'll just take what we can get as far as like matchmaking goes. I'll just timestamp per game or something like that.
Yeah. Phantom's team okay.
This guy's AFK. He just wants his rewards, I guess. Dude, fuck, I'm getting destroyed. Dude, this King guy, man, he plays so much and he's kind of shit.
Keep up that focus. Ultra ready for deployment. Ultra ready for deployment. Ultra good to go.
Ah, shit.
Ultra good to go. Ultra good to go. Mission update. Time is running out. Ultra ready for deployment.
I hate the fact that spider bots can climb stairs and like ladders, dude. It's so fucking bullshit, dude.
Ultra good to go. 5, 4, 1. Next time, fight the idiot.
Dude, this King is rubbish, dude. Every time he doesn't like do anything. I don't know why he plays the game so much. I've seen him so much and he's like always been like mediocre. At least there are people playing the game, I guess, is the... Yeah, this 3v3 mode is ass. Like, it's gotta be just a test, like, fucking thing. I don't wanna play that shit. I was being harsh about King. He's okay. Like, I mean, it's true. I do think he's just mediocre, but there's nothing wrong with that. Not that I'm good or anything. I'm mediocre myself. But to be fair, every time I see him, he's not really a teammate you can rely on, like to like perform. That's the honest opinion. Like there's some of the players I'm like, oh, these guys are good. They'll do well every time, right? But then it's like, he's kind of like a toss-up. So yeah, my point about like starting the game like 3v3, 4v4, I don't mind it starting that way, but you'd expect the fill to happen, right? So I think when they're locking it to 3v3 the whole game, it's like, that could get a little bit. But I mean, honestly, I'll tell you one thing. I'd probably still prefer to start the game at least. Just start the game. And even if it's not able to fill, I would just still would rather be playing the game. But when it's like a guaranteed 3v3, it's like, I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. It was okay. At least these Halloween challenges aren't so bad. Dude, fuck. Definitely doable.
Domination. This mission plays to our strengths. Three, out there and capture those zones, Shadow Team. On Zone B. Zone C in trouble.
God, what a... Zone B. Ultra ready for deployment.
for B. Good for our rep. Hostiles taking B.
Dude, the delay on that trade is so fucking insane.
We're going for B. Next time, fight dirtier.
That felt like a Japanese server or something. Like all those people were like from Japan, I think. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about this game, bro. Like, it's already feeling kind of dead. Like the day before. I feel like once the game actually fully launches, this game has no chance. I'm going to try to finish off whatever I can today itself. Because I think whatever, like, I keep pending for this game, it's not happening. I'd ideally like to get my SVD out of the way. Get that Master of Masteries on the SVD. And maybe the double barrel. Get that out of the way also. But I don't know if I'll have time to do both. Okay. Yeah. I was talking about this yesterday. Fuck, man. Just when I want to fucking show something stupid, they actually put me in a game. Okay. So I ended up buying the sniper skin. The paintball one from the store. It was like 800 credits. Okay. Boom. It doesn't take coverage on the stock because I have a different stock. So it's a shitty thing. 800 credits too. And it doesn't cover up the full like skin. I heard this one has sound effects though, so at least there's sound effects to it. But yeah, the coverage on it is ass, and it's like $8. Felt a little gypped, not gonna lie, but then I heard those sound effects to it. I was like, okay, if there's sound effects to it, that everything's all right now. Everything's much better since it doesn't look like anything good on my like whatever. Dude, this is what I mean, dude.
Team Deathmatch. I think you know the rules of the game.
They're delusional if they think they're gonna survive.
3, 2, 1. Neutralize the hostile team.
I'll tell you one thing that never goes wrong with COD games: the store. And there's a big reason for that. Dude, how long did it take to fucking come up, man? It's okay. I think I presume they'll eventually fix the coverage on this shit. So I do think like maybe like in the future they will have full coverage and I'll have my sound effects and everything. But will I be still playing this game in the future? Will it still be active enough? Oh my god, I didn't check my ammo, are you kidding?
You're dominating. Keep up the pressure.
I think if they can just do like something about speeding up the like matchmaking, like, you know, even if it's just a server list, so you can pick like, so you can jump into a game quickly, like of your choice, right? My aim. That would, like, it would just change the quality of life for the player base that's left in this game. And actually, like, I genuinely think that could save the game, like, to a certain extent. I don't think it'd bring more people to the game, but it would keep the people that are desperately trying to enjoy the game but just can't get into any matches. They can't get into any fucking matches sitting there for like half hour. No one's gonna put up with this matchmaking the way it is at the moment. No one will put up with it. Like, dude, like, I don't know why. Just give us a server list. You know, forget the like private server thing, that. Just give us a server list. Let's just pick, jump in, get into a game quickly. You know? Don't do this, like, anything is better than, like, anything to just speed up that matchmaking process. Even if it means, like, you know, like, dude, when you give us a server list, it's our choice, right? We'll be like, oh, it's gonna be 100 ping, but at least I can start the game quickly. My choice to jump into that. The matchmaking right now, it's like, so, like, it is brutal. It is brutal. No disbanding lobbies, another thing, just a quality of life thing that would, I think, genuinely preserve the player base that exists now. It might not bring new players in, but it is a quality of life that would keep the players playing the game that are there right now. These are like massive things they need to do like immediately. Like, in fact, these are massive things that should have been done a while ago. Like, I've been screaming about this matchmaking since the Daytona map dropped. Like, since then, this should have just been immediately fixed. Like, and I understand, like, development's slow, it's tough, they don't have like a big development team, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't change the fact that no one's gonna hang around for you guys to take your time. Like, it just doesn't happen that way. And mind you, this non-disbanding lobby concept, this is not something we've just suggested. This is something people asked for during the beta. This is something they acknowledged and said this is what they're working on, and they'll get it done. They'll try to get it done soon. So this is not something like they didn't know we wanted and didn't acknowledge it either when we asked for it. They acknowledged it. They even said they were working on it. You're taking too long on some of these like the basic things, dude. Again, like, at the launch of the game, that didn't matter, right? It's like, yeah, we're getting into games fast. They're putting us in the correct server quickly. Things are good. It very quickly changed, man. Like, I'm telling you, since the Daytona map, like this, like, not being able to find lobbies, not being able to play the correct modes. Like, even like early season 1, preseason, I'm pretty sure I was struggling to get into zone control and like Escort. Like, it was taking very, very long when they did the weekly challenges for those. So it was before even the Daytona map that I was like, dude, this is ridiculous. This is not happening. I'll tell you the other thing is, like, a lot of like the CoPM, like XDefiant crowd are like hanging on like Mark Rubin's words, like that they haven't yet gotten ready to push the like like push for like the marketing or whatever. Dude, don't believe that. That is the biggest pile of dog shit I've ever heard. I wouldn't believe that until I see that happen. And I'm telling you, there's no amount of marketing that's going to happen now that's going to bring back a player base to the extent that will save this game. What are they going to do? Like, even if they put out ads and say, like, this is happening, that's happening in XDefiant, you think anyone's coming back to the game? I'm telling you, Halo does the marketing. That didn't save the game. They put out the ads and all. It doesn't increase the player base to the extent that they think it's going to happen. It'll bring a few people at best. More times the marketing is mainly just for people who already exist in the game to see what's happening. Dude, Halo does the marketing thing, like what he's talking about, dude. It doesn't bring back people, dude. There isn't a big influx in player base. So I'm not totally certain, like, why people think, oh no, the game's saved. They're just waiting for the right time. When the right time happens, he will push for marketing. And we will have this big player base. No, dude. That's not how it works. The big marketing push that brings a lot of players is when before the games are released. Everything after the game's released, it's not like gonna drift the needle that far forward. Like, I'm curious, just thinking about this logically, right? Okay? What exactly, I'm trying to think of this. What could an advertisement for XDefiant do, or any game for that matter, what could they do that would convince you, yeah, let's jump on that game? Like, what would XDefiant have to do to convince you on that? Like, if you see like XDefiant's gameplay now and the way it is now, or even with all the fixes and bug fixes and matchmaking fixes and stuff like that, or what would convince you, man, to jump onto this game? Like, if you haven't already, or if you did and you want to come back to see, what would convince? What would be the marketing thing that would convince? A better network? How do you advertise that? It's like, oh yeah, our network was shit for the last 6 months. It's better now. That's not gonna. That'd be like, oh yeah, okay. So last 6 months your game sucked. Now it's better, but like nothing's changed, right? Like completely overhauling the game. Like, what would a complete overhaul like entail? Like that a marketing push would like convince people, be like, oh my god, they've changed the game so much. Mind you, Halo did this. They had a humongous overhaul multiple times. Multiple times, massive overhauls. There was one time they got close. Like, they did the big network overhaul, right? Massive network overhaul. They had brought in tons of new modes, everything. Like, everything was looking good. And finally, players started coming back, and they're like, oh yeah, finally. Yeah? It wasn't because of any marketing or anything like that, like, that changed that. It was just, like, word of mouth that, like, the game finally was playing better. And, like, people decided to give it a second chance. and they're like, yeah, this is good now, right? And the Halo experience was good now. And then what happened? Like, they just straight up like canceled. The like live service because it was too late. So by the time Halo got to the point where like people were gonna like were just willing to give them a second chance, it was too late for them.
Of course we won.
I'm telling you, there's no. I mean, I'm waiting to see, because whatever marketing they're planning on doing, I'm very curious. Whoa, what the fuck? 8.25. This guy just slammed these boys. Yeah, there's nothing they can do marketing wise, like that would convince like a very large crowd of people to like give this game a second chance. This concept that we're just waiting for, yeah, 8.2, it's crazy, dude. He did well. But his score wasn't that absurd. It was just that he didn't die too much. He was playing his life well and went on a decent streak. It wasn't particularly suspicious or anything. Yeah, like, there's nothing they're gonna be able to do marketing-wise that's gonna convince. I'm telling you, dude, that's just like business talk that way too many XDefiant players like got suckered into. Oh yeah, we're not ready for the marketing push, so we're just holding off. Yeah, we're bleeding players dry in our game right now, but just you wait and see. When we market our game, people are gonna play it. So, give me a break, bro. that's what he went on. I mean, maybe he has a plan. I don't know. Maybe there is some big, like, something that he's waiting to do and implement into the game that will convince everyone that this is the game to play, and that's when he'll push his marketing. But just based on the roadmap and stuff like that, like the quality of life, the stuff that they're planning, that won't be enough. Challenge system, prestige system, these are all things Halo did and it didn't help. They implemented it into their game too late. It brought a little bit of players back, but it never recovered. The game never recovered. So like, again, I'm not joking when I say like, dude, the mistakes this game's made, so many other big games have already made, and this game didn't learn from it. And they think they can make the same mistakes and make the same fixes and expect different results. It's like, dude, the results are going to be the same, dude. Nothing's going to change. And then also, like I said, expecting, like, keeping your fingers crossed that Black Ops 6 will be such a mess up that they'll all come flocking back to XDefiant. Dude, that's not going to happen. The only people that might flock back to XDefiant are, again, the ones like idiots like me that are like, we already enjoy XDefiant. And if we don't enjoy Black Ops, yeah, we'll come back to XDefiant. But the people who didn't enjoy XDefiant or weren't impressed and already had issues with network code, this, that, and all, they're not gonna give XDefiant that second chance, regardless of whether the fixes are made or not. If they're not enjoying Black Ops 6, they'll just look for something else. And XDefiant won't be on their mind because it already lost the war as far as like convincing them.
Capture those zone shadow teams.
Like, they're not gonna get like, oh yeah, XDefiant was such a bad experience, but Black Ops really sucks. Let's give XDefiant another go. So that's not how it's gonna work. What might be like, oh yeah, I had fun with XDefiant. Black Ops 6 sucks. Let's go. Me, like. Anyway, like I said, I hope I'm wrong. Maybe he does have some like grand plan that I'm not understanding or seeing. Just in my head though, like I there's nothing I can even like comprehend that like any marketing push would convince the general public that XDefiant is now worthy. But like maybe I'm missing something, you know. I'm certainly not in that development team that I know like what's going on. Maybe there is some like mythical update coming that is gonna like change everyone's perspective on this game.
Capture zone control.
Dude, our team just captured the B zone at least, man.
Moving on zone B. We got the zone.
I think it's already too late, dude.
Got it moving.
I mean, it's not. If we can hold B for a very long time.
Ready for deployment.
Like it genuinely it blew my mind how gullible like the XDefiant like player base was with a simple tweet like we're just waiting, the game's not dead yet. Suddenly everyone was rallying like, yeah, the game's not dead yet, man. I don't believe. Like, yo, just play the game a little bit and you'll believe the game is dying.
Zone compromised. Ultra ready for deployment. Zone B under assault.
Dude.
Ultra ready for deployment.
Are you kidding?
Zero the capture zone and keep them that way.
Again, I'm not saying like game's bad or anything, like, but the player base is bleeding, and it's bleeding hard.
Ultra, good show. Zone compromised. Ultra, ready for deployment.
I'll tell you another thing. The other thing that you need to also be aware, right, is where even like I'm saying, you know, there's a possibility. What's it called? Once the honeymoon period of Black Ops dies down, people will come back to XDefiant, right? That's what the hope is, right? That's the hope. The game needs to survive that point. Like, it needs to survive for the next 2 months. And if no one's playing the game between that 2 months, then more and more people will start bleeding out, right? Because, like, okay, even if there's like a rabid fan base that, like, no, we're gonna keep playing XDefiant no matter what, right? And we're not gonna play Black Ops 6, right? If they're not getting into games, okay, and it's taking them half an hour to like matchmake for even just basic modes and stuff like that, even they won't stick around, man. Like, they're not gonna stick around waiting forever, dude. So what the game needed to do was stop the bleeding, create that loyal fan base, and then have a decent matchmaking that would just keep them engaged quickly.
Mission accomplished. That's our status control. Great. Now everyone's wanting to shadow team.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm so glad games like this, like Halo, like Battlefield, I'm glad they failed the way they did. This idea of like we'll release it completely broken, and because it's a live service game, we have time to fix it, and it will still survive. I hope like no other game company thinks this stupidly. Like, nah, dude, if your game's not ready and it comes out broken, it ain't surviving. It's gonna struggle for the rest of time. Anyway, it's okay. It goes without saying that there have been improvements made. Like right now, we are showcasing one of the improvements. This Battle Pass skin is awesome. I love it. Genuinely worthy of the grind of the Battle Pass. So I'll tell you, the reason other games will survive CODs, like, like players jumping ship to play COD, is because they have that dedicated player base that will keep the game going between that downtime. I don't know if this game has enough players to like maintain like that, right? It's gonna be a telling scene. As it is, even before the release, there's a lot of countries, including mine and Australia and all these other countries, where this matchmaking ain't it. Just ain't it, dude. We ain't getting into games. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't. I don't like the fact that. I don't know. I genuinely hope I'm wrong. I hope there is, like I said, that mythical update. When that happens, even I'll be convinced, yeah, market it now. Things are going to flip. Game's going to survive. I hope that happens.
Push the package to the delivery zone. No one stands in Shadow Team's way.
Like I'll be honest, man. I don't understand why like people didn't like this game. Like, I don't know why it didn't survive. I genuinely don't get it. Like for me, this game is brilliant. Like it's a no-brainer. Like I'm enjoying myself so much.
Package near checkpoint. Good boy. Phantom. Keep up that focus.
Yeah, I don't understand like why it did badly, but it is doing badly. I mean, I understand certain aspects, like like the. Like I understand, like they didn't fix a lot of issues that needed fixing. Obviously.
Escort the package to the
But for me, the game's brilliant. I do enjoy it.
What? You expected an airlift for the action?
Like the concept of like this game has no identity, it's just copying other games. Like who cares, man? Most games do. Like do the same shit, right? And this is fun. Why would you play other like this over the other? And like, dude, this it's not bad. Still a good game, dude. Like, okay. When I'm fucking around the corner, I'm getting sniped. That might be a reason why people didn't want to fucking play this game. Like you see it stuttering, I suspect this game's gonna crash, dude. Like, it looks like there's like some... The game's already stuttering and like the loading, and it was stuttering in that previous round. Yeah, it won't crash, hopefully. Hopefully not.
Mission update. Prevent the hostages from encountering the gun.
What's up, Hell? How you doing? You excited for Black Ops 6? Or you're not gonna play that? Oh. I'm getting it for free because of Xbox Game Pass. Where did that guy jump from, man? I didn't even see him coming. Suddenly, like, his ball sack was in my face. I shot the guy, dude. He had like, he was one shot. I emptied like multiple rounds into him. Yeah, doesn't matter. These guys have lost it. Yeah, I mean, you can be on Xbox Game Pass too, or with PC Game Pass. Yeah, Xbox Game Pass is a subscription service. Season 2's max reward for the Battle Pass, Tier 90, the Nautilus AK-47 legendary skin. It's free if you complete the Battle Pass. This is one thing I'll definitely credit like XDefiant, like giving a like actual awesome reward for committing to the Battle Pass and not needing to pay for it. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. Yeah, visually the blueprint is amazing. I know like some people aren't like big fans of like that steampunk look and all that. I like it. I like it. Top it off, the sound effects when reloading and stuff like that, a lot of fun. Dude, I'm genuinely like criticisms aside, and there was a lot of criticisms in this stream. This is not one of them. Giving your player base a beautiful blueprint like this for free by just grinding out the battle pass and not even needing to pay for it, that is big. No, I don't know any other game that's doing that. Like the max reward, that's always a paid reward. You have to pay for your battle pass. Not here. This one, it's like, dude, we're giving you like one of the top tier rewards for free. there were a lot of good Battle Pass blueprints, like skins in this Battle Pass too. So it wasn't just this. The other ones were paid skins, like you had to own the Battle Pass to like earn them. The reason I decided not to showcase them is I don't want to. It's always like in my head, it's like I don't want to showcase things that are paid requirements. There are paid requirements unless it's something very special, right? On rare occasions when I'm buying a bundle, I will showcase the bundle. That's different. I bought the bundle and I'm just showing it off. That's all. So there's exemptions to it. But this Battle Pass had some good rewards, is my point, even though I'm not showcasing them. The P90 skin, very cool. Very cool skin. There was one more other one that was really nice also, right? Which one was it? Let's look. I can't even remember. But there was another one that was also top tier. Also, a lot of the operator skins were pretty good this year. Like, I mean, in this Battle Pass. Oh yeah, this one. The M16 Stone Age one. That was another one. I was tempted. I was like, man, both the P90 and the Stone Age skin. I did want to do a stream showcasing it, but I decided, like, let's just stick to the max reward, and that'll be what I'll cover for the Battle Pass because I don't want to. And then I was always planning on covering the like max reward skin as long as it was a weapon skin. Like it'll be either this one or the like previous tier, right? Like I think season 1 they did an operator skin as the max reward, and again that was also a free reward. And then the tier before was the max weapon skin, but that was a paid reward. You needed to earn it. So when I do these Battle Pass streams, it will always be a weapon skin, and it might not necessarily always be the free tier like that. If they do this, continue doing this in future Battle Passes. But yeah, genuinely surprised and happy that this was the free tier reward. I did buy the Battle Pass, so like, I mean, for me it wouldn't have mattered, but I think general player base, they should be excited to like try to get this one. Yeah, a really cool skin, all in all. I'm very happy with this in my collection. And the thing is, I was actually looking for like a good AK skin, like something different. Like I was waiting on it. So glad like this was a reward from the Battle Pass, and it definitely is something that I was like, yeah, this is something I'd use on my AK if I was using the AK more often. The other big thing was not only is it a free reward, but thank God they had the sense to like not mess with the visuals when you change stocks around and all that. There are a lot of good skins in that like Battle Pass that once you change the stock or something, you're losing the visuals on at least that attachment, right? This one, no, you're good, man. The only thing you need to like consider is like optic will be there, and that's a given. And yeah, the PEQ laser looks like they'll throw that on there, so you have that attachment to show where the laser's coming out. It's not randomly like coming out of nowhere. Otherwise, everything else, you're not messing up visuals, but you're getting the benefits of those attachments. So yeah, this one was pretty good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Yeah, just to show, like, I mean, dude, we've been harping on this for a while, but yeah, this was a really nice skin for the L115, but it doesn't have full coverage because of stock, right? These are the kind of things that I'm hoping things will improve. I'm also like, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they fix some of these things retroactively also, which I don't know if they will, but I'm genuinely hoping like when they do eventually fix this kind of visual disruption to the skins, it'll be retroactive, because we're talking about a lot of skins that are like doing this. I was just talking about this in the stream. I've been looking for like an L115 skin. Paintballer Gloss was there. I bought it. I can confirm to you that it has the same issue as all the other skins. it doesn't take over the camo coverage fully, like if you have a stock attachment. Right? Really cool looking skin ruined just because it doesn't have full coverage. Or like for me, man, like I'm good with the fact that like this doesn't change the stock to match what you added and all. I'm fine with this looking like this and just giving me the benefits of the attachments. Like that's all they need to do with all the like skins. That's all. I'm fine with this being the way they handle the skins, and then that would make me happy, because then I'm spending money on skins, I'm buying them or earning them, however, and not having to worry. But yeah, Season 2's max reward, checked out, played with, enjoyed for the most part. I criticize a lot. I do criticize a lot, and I have my worries. I have my worries about the future of this game. But I'm genuinely telling you the truth. Like, for me, I love playing this game. But there's only so much love that you can have for a game that you're willing to sit there 45 minutes, this, that, and the other, before it starts getting aggravating, right? There needs to be a lot of like updates quick, man. A lot of quality of life updates that are pending that aren't happening. Like it genuinely like drives me insane that I can't ping in this game. I don't want to jump into game chat. I don't want to like be like giving call outs in game chat, especially in pubs and all that. But if I see an enemy running a little outside my like optimal shooting range, I just want to ping them so teammates know this is where they're coming from. And I don't want to like start shooting at them and missing or just slightly damaging them and giving away my position. I would just rather ping. Do a little quick ping. There. Look here. That's another thing, there's been a lot of promises, man. A lot of promises like this and that is coming to the game. It's taking too long, man. Taking too long. I mean, to be fair though, at least the stores got me excited of late. Like, sure, like, I'm sort of like just... No, it's got me excited of late. I'm not gonna lie. And the Battle Pass has improved things. Like, I only wanted this skin, this melee skin. I bought the bundle. Like I said, I bought this paint glosser thing. Disappointed in the coverage, but I've heard that this has sound effects, the splatter sound effects from the paintball-like series. So I haven't yet tried it out. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Hopefully they fix the coverage on it, and then I'll be more inclined to use it. But yeah. And then even in the space program, I bought like one of the skins. I was like, okay, I'll throw it that way. So they are improving cosmetically and stuff, making it more tempting. Battle Pass is more interesting. So at least, hopefully, people are buying stuff like me. Like, oh yeah, this is good, we'll buy it. And I'm sure more people are interested in that stuff and buying that stuff. That will have the effect, the desired effect of improving the game long run and getting those fixes done and getting that stuff out into the game sooner. Man, I genuinely like two things I've been thinking about. Like, it just ruminates, like it just keeps rotating in my head, right? Because I got ADHD, so it doesn't stop. Like, when I think about these things, it just keeps on revolving in my head. Non-disbanding lobbies and a server browser, like where you can see the matches that are active and you can just kind of join them. Both those things. Non-disbanding lobby would be brilliant, and that server browser would be helpful. God, please prioritize, man. And it genuinely, like I said, won't bring players back to the game, but it would definitely keep players in the game that are there still. Anyway, plan is to do multiple streams today. So I'm going to end this one and we're going to start the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my old streams if you haven't already. And I will be right back with a new stream. Take care. Bye. Yeah, the reload sound effect for this blueprint, that was a happy surprise. I didn't know that existed until I just tried it out, and it was fun.